All right, Daredevil Born Again, Season 1, Episode 4. We're going to talk about spoilers, so if you guys are not caught up with Daredevil Season 1, Episode 4, please stop watching as we're going to dive into it and break it down. But overall, still really enjoying this show. I think it's really strong. Performances are holding it together. I do agree with kind of what the majority is saying is feels a little choppy, but very isolated scenes and storylines that are still very strong. But yeah, like the overall connectiveness of it seems a little weak. Most likely due to the reshoots it had. In this episode, we get to be introduced to Hector Ayala's niece, Hector being the white tiger who we lost in the last episode. She's in the comics supposed to be the one who takes up the mantle of the white tiger, although in the show she looks a bit too young, and makes me a little, well, sad that we don't get to see that for a while, probably, unless they speed up the process in the cinematic universe. We'll see. But I still really like that storyline of Hector Ayala and White Tiger, and really enjoyed that character. So would be happy to see more of it continued. Hopefully, we get to see Muse in action in this episode, carrying one of his victims. I love getting to see more of Michael Gandolfini. I've been a huge fan of his father, James Gandolfini, in The Sopranos, of course, and he's just a spitting image of his father, and kind of makes me tear up every time I see him. He reminds me of him so much, and getting to see him in a modern world is just makes him feel like he's still here. Some of the stuff with Fisk and his wife, I just feel has been a little bit repetitive, but hasn't been my favorite. The scenes that Matt Murdock has with Leroy is incredible. He's one of the best parts of this episode for sure. And his plea to get probation was really powerful, and we get to hear his side of the story, and which was very moving, uh, about how he lost his food stamp meeting, and sadly all Matt can get him is the 10 days. He was still pretty slick with that lady, he's got the moves, but still sadly he couldn't get the probation. He runs into the cop who seems to be telling the truth about not knowing anything about the death of Hector Ayala, I think, based on his heartbeat, but we'll see. God, I couldn't stand the singing of the We Built This City with the kids and Fisk, but that song just got stuck in my head after. I'm curious to see how his rise of power goes, and if he is going to end up trusting Michael Gandolfini's character. Matt finds the bullet that killed Hector Ayala, and it ends up going to Frank Castle's house and talks to him about what he found, which was a shell with the Punisher symbol on it, which he points out is a bunch of fanboys who are some of which are cops, which Matt reminds him. Still aren't sure which cop exactly yet. We get to see Matt reconnect with his current girlfriend, the therapist, and after they go to sleep, he goes upstairs on the roof, and reveals his little secret base of Daredevil suits, and pulls out his batons, which we get to see him practice with and get the feel of. He hasn't done it in a while. And Fisk, of course, we get to see eating his cheat meal, and it's revealed that he's captured Adam, his wife's affair lover. Um, hasn't killed him yet, though, but we'll see what he ends up doing. And of course, it ends with we get to see some of Muse's artwork, which we know from the comics it's of many people's blood. And yeah, we'll see how that ties in with everything. Again, it's a little bit, how's everything going to connect? Things do feel kind of isolated and choppy. I don't know. Choppy seems like the best word, but again, the stuff is still good. But yes, love getting to see Punisher again. John Bernthal was incredible. The acting still holds strong everywhere, especially our lead, Charlie Cox, continues to be a fantastic Matt Murdock. And like I said, I'm really enjoying getting to see Michael Gandolfini again, being a fan of his father's. But we'll see where it's all leading to. I think we get 2 more episodes next week, so hopefully something big happens. Stay tuned for that. Thank you guys for being patient with me and watching. I know I've been behind on reviews, but I would love to hear what you guys thought of Daredevil Season 1, Episode 4. Let me know down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day.